Hello everyone, and thank you for watching our series on the 8 milestones of M&A. I'm your host Jacob, and in this video we'll be covering the non-disclosure agreement. To really understand the NDA, we first need to ask ourselves, why do we need to use an NDA? The simple answer, to protect your privacy. The NDA is a legal document designed to protect your confidential information from being disclosed to third parties, or from being negatively used against you. We will collect the signed NDA from interested buyers before sharing your SIP with them. We will cover the SIP in the next video. When it comes to your NDA, there will be 3 items to consider. These are the type of NDA, the scope of the confidential information being protected, and the term of the NDA. There are 2 types of NDAs, one-way and mutual. For the one-way version, these are written so that the receiving party is bound to protect the information being shared. In these types of NDAs, your information is protected, but not the other parties. For example, let's say you are approached by a private equity group. You could require them to sign a one-way NDA. Doing so would protect any confidential information you disclose to them, but you would not be bound if the private equity group disclosed confidential information to you. Next, the mutual NDA protects the confidential materials exchanged by both parties. The example here is when one of your competitors approaches you to sell your business to them. They will want to protect their information, and you will also want to protect yours. As for the scope, this will really be determined on a case-by-case basis, but we will work with you to ensure your interests are best protected. Reason being, if left vague, courts could later interpret this for you if a trial were to occur. Some examples of what we could include in this section include confidential information on products, services, markets, customers, R&D, and financials. Some exclusions of information could be items already in the public domain or already in possession of the other party prior to the NDA being signed. So key here, make sure you establish and sign your NDA before sharing confidential information, as the document can't retroactively protect information that you have already shared. Lastly, we'll want to understand the term of your NDA. This will be clearly stated in the document and usually lasts between 1 to 3 years. One interesting point, the term length can be the greatest source of conflict between the parties involved in an NDA. Other elements we'll want to consider in the NDA are the purpose for disclosing, process for returning or destroying information, authorized uses of the information shared, enforceability of the entire agreement, and establishing the ownership of the information shared. Be sure to continue watching the rest of our 8-part series on the milestones of M&A presented by Transact Capital.